heart is of smoke round my finger, a wasp without a stinger, buzzing air.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a quick take on a scent. This is a scent from a house you guys probably know of called Hendley Perfumes. And I did a scent safari on Hendley Perfumes, I think about a year ago. It's a Brooklyn-based indie house, which I really liked when I did scent safari. Hans Henley is a perfumer. He's a great guy. I got the sample set, and then I was, I feel a really honest job on my assessment of those. And Hans was nice enough to send me a 15 ml bottle of Jade, which I still have, that I have to do a full review on. It's in the cards. It's a beautiful green fragrance. You guys know how I love my green fragrances with mint and geranium and anise. And it actually did make it into either my spring or summer starting lineup. As I said, I'm a green fragrance fiend, and that one is as good as it gets. So that's sort of my experience with the brand. I liked everything that was in that initial collection. And Hans actually really recently put out a new fragrance called Amora. It's his first fragrance, I believe, in the last year and a half. It's come out very recently, and it's available on his website, which of course I'm going to link to in the description. It'll be linked to at the end of the video. It came out this year, and there's actually 3 options to purchase this fragrance. If you're interested, you can grab a 2 ml sample, which is sort of what you see in front of you, for $4.50. You can get a 9 ml travel spray, which I feel is pretty substantial. Hans's fragrance last a long time, for $18, so great value there, or a big 50 ml bottle for a very reasonable price of $96. And notes on Amora are going to be stone fruit, mixed berries, rose absolute, blonde tobacco, sweet resins, a musk complex, and ambergris. It's an eau de parfum concentration. Now, let me say, before I did this video, I actually went back through some of the samples that Henley sent me, just to sort of reacquaint myself with the brand. And what I thought back then and what I sort of think now is that, to me, some perfumers don't like comparisons, some people don't like comparisons, and I hope, Hans doesn't take this, any offense to this, but I sort of look at Hendley Perfumes as an East Coast version of Slumber House. These are just super high quality, very thick, complex fragrances that come in at a decent price point and that are sort of very different to the indie game. And if you look at what Slumber House has done, they have sort of these all hardcore smoky and darker fragrances, and then very recently they released a fragrance called Kiss Day, which I love. You guys know I did a review on that. It's sort of a peach fragrance with notes of scotch and tobacco and heather. It's smoky, and I feel like, and it's very wearable. It's, to me, the first Slumber House fragrance that's just like super appealing and like wearable to a normal person who might not be a niche perfume head. And to me, I sort of feel that way about Amora, if that makes sense. So what I get out of Amora is a lot. This one just opens up, guys. You're gonna smell this one and you're gonna get stewed fruit, real stewed stone fruit, to me, like peaches and plums and apricots, and just crazy realistic mixed berry note. One of the best berry notes, if not the best berry note I've ever come across in a fragrance. There's a fragrance from Sebastian Perfume that I did I can't remember the name of it right now, but I did a full review on it. I got a bottle of it. It has just a really realistic blackberry note. You can sort of smell the fuzziness from the blackberry. And that's absolutely what I get out of this. You can smell the fuzziness of the berries. So you just get this crazy note of stewed stone fruit and then these mixed berries. And then a little bit of rose. I'm not the biggest rose fan, so I feel like the rose is muted, which I like. And you get some tobacco. It is a blonde tobacco. It's not like a pipe tobacco. It's sort of like a tobacco leaf note, very mild, and then some resins and some musk and ambergris. I love this. I told Hans, this is my far and away my favorite fragrance from Hendley Perfumes, because to me, I love jade. You know, as I said, jade is like, it was in my starting lineup. I've worn jade quite a bit. This is the most wearable fragrance he's ever done. He sort of, I feel like, took a risk by not making something so daring, which is crazy because you would think people usually take risks by going daring, but no, he sort of, I feel like, took a step back and was like, you know, I want to do something a little bit different, and I could be totally wrong about this, but I feel like he wanted to make something with a little bit more appeal while still staying true to the roots of what he believes in fragrance, and I think he walked that line perfectly. To me, what I love about this fragrance is I feel like it's sort of like a super high quality dress shirt, right? Like a white Brioni or a pink or Turnbull and Asser dress shirt. Like you could wear this dressed up to work, right? With a suit. You could wear it with a blazer and jeans, or you could just wear it with jeans on the weekend. It just fits every mold. I feel like I could wear this to a meeting, an executive meeting at work. I feel like I could wear this out on a date, or I could feel like I could just wear this, you know, hanging out casually with jeans, Yeezys, and a white tee. Like it just does. It's a Swiss Army knife. The only thing I feel like I would say is, like, if I could have had anything differently with this scent, I would have liked to have seen the resins amped up just a little bit, the musk maybe amped up a little bit, just to give me a little bit more like animalic or smokiness as this one dries down, because it does get mild as it dries down. But I don't think most people are going to complain about that. That's sort of my own thing. I think it's a really good fragrance. I think it's going to do unbelievably well. As I said, honestly, it's not BS, guys. This is my favorite from Henley. And you look at bourbon and auric and jade, and there's just so much to love within the Henley lineup. But I think, to me, the berry note in this one, and I, guys, I'm thorough on my berry notes. You know, I love the blackberry note in Jubilation 25. As I said, the Sebastian fragrance, it's just escaping my brain right now, that has the blackberry and iris note. And it's excellent. Like, I like berries and fragrance. I think berries are usually underrated. I love the blueberry note and Bleecker Street, although I don't find it to be super authentic. Shea and Blue just recently did a blueberry musk that I think is really nice. So I think berries are a great note and fragrance that I think is just starting to get play. Of course, the strawberry note and Cape Heartache. And I think the berries in this one are probably the best berries I've ever smelled. So, guys, this is a winner. You can rock this any season. It's light enough to work in the summer. I think you know, if you apply this the right way, you can rock it in the colder weather as well. But it's just a super wearable, very versatile scent that could easily be unisex. But for me, I just feel like this is a great fragrance to wear as a guy in any occasion. It's a jack of all trade. It's actually signature scent worthy. Indie fragrances are sort of hard to do that with, but this one walks that fine line. So I really recommend at least getting a sample for $5, guys. It's worth it. And of course, that travel spray is going to cost you $20. I mean, Jesus, God, the fact that you can get a fragrance this quality for $20, just, we're in a great age. So I want to thank Hans at Henley for sending me this sample, and I hope you guys check this out. If you've checked out any of the fragrances from this house, let me know what you think, which one you like, if you're gonna check this one out. And of course, I'll be back later this week with more videos. Guys, you already know what it is. My name is Maximilian.